Aloha Taurus, and welcome to your tarot reading for the week of July 27th through August the 3rd. We're going to dive right into it, but before we do, if you would like to get a personal tarot reading with me, you can always go to themagicsiren.com. There is a fresh promo code every month that I leave down in the description box below. There's also a link over to our Patreon. We have a lot of fun over there, and we have a weekly podcast called The Siren Circle, so I hope to see you there on Sunday. With all that being said, we're going to dive into your tarot reading for this week. We're going to start with the overall theme or vibe for the week. We will move into any potential obstacles or challenges. We'll shuffle to see how to overcome those things, and then we'll get any extra messages that Universe and Spirit might have for you for this week. We have our love oracles and our general oracles. We're going to kick off the overall vibe. So let's see what's happening in terms of love and emotions this week for all of our Taurus friends. Again, the week of January, July 27th through August the 3rd. Can you imagine if we just backtracked to January? That would be too crazy. All right, here we go. Let's see what's coming out. We have healing family issues. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. Now, this card does not have to just be about forgiving parents. When this card comes out, this is just looking at family issues, looking at family dynamics, looking at things from our childhood, early adult years that maybe we still need to heal from, or things that maybe we need to release, burdens that we are carrying. This card comes out during a period of time where we're being given an opportunity to be able to reclaim our power, reclaim our peace, and just kind of release things that really aren't necessarily ours to carry. Sometimes this card comes out with like those generational traumas from childhood that we didn't really have a say if we wanted those traumas or not, if we wanted to even be involved in these stories or in these scenario situations. And this is an opportunity for you this week, Taurus, to be able to release those things, reflect on them, and start your own healing process. So that way you can enjoy other things in your life that you've really been cultivating and growing over the last couple of months. I want to go ahead and get a general oracle here and just kind of see what can be added into that message. We have sensitivity. This card does come out a lot with this healing family issues card. We have sensitivity. You are becoming more sensitive and need to make changes accordingly. This card is that energy of as you start to grow, we're always growing, shifting, and changing, right? So as you grow, as you shift, you might become more sensitive to certain things in your life that maybe you could ignore before. For example, maybe you have coworkers that make jokes that you used to be able to ignore, but now you can't really ignore them. It just kind of gets under your skin and it makes you feel yucky anytime you hear those jokes. Well, this card is saying that this week, maybe there is an energy of having to do something about that. Maybe we need to move our desk at work. Maybe we need to bring it up to somebody above us. This could also be something about living situations. Maybe we do have a living situation that we've been able to just kind of say, you know what, it's temporary, I'm not going to let it get to me, but we're starting to see that it's getting to us now. Okay, well, we need to make some changes accordingly because we can no longer just ignore it or sweep under the rug. We are becoming more sensitive to those energies around us. And if you keep yourself in places that feel toxic, that feel draining, especially if it does have to do with anything that is something with family, right? This, healing family issues card. This is the week that's saying, let's start getting some forward progress on making those changes, okay? Let's go ahead and move into some tarot cards. I'm curious to see what tarot wants to add to the overall theme or vibe for the week. So let's go ahead and see what we have. We're going to ask Universe and Spirit for the overall theme or vibe in terms of our tarot cards. Okay, you had quite a few come out. Let's go ahead and talk about them quickly. We have the Queen of Wands coming out first. We have the Ace of Wands in reversal. And then we ultimately have the Three of Cups. I actually really like how this is panning out. The Queen of Wands is the Queen of Fire Elements. Now, we are currently in Leo season, so I think this is a great card to see come out because it shouldn't be hard for us to tap into the Queen of Wands energy. All of you Taurus friends, if you have the ability this week to be able to tap into Queen of Wands, she's the queen of action, she's confident, she's motivated, she's really excited, and she's passionate. And when she makes a plan, she is not afraid to execute that plan. So for some of you, this is going hand in hand with that sensitivity as well as healing some of those generational traumas or maybe childhood issues. The Queen of Wands says the time is now. Let's start making this happen. Let's take full embodiment and control of our life. Let's become the sort of leader and let's make it happen. Let's get confident that we know what we want and what we don't want. You have the Ace of Swords coming out, or the Ace of Wands, excuse me, right after that Queen of Wands. It's in the reversal. I think the challenge or obstacle with that reversal is essentially saying that if you allow yourself to tap into your Queen of Wands this week, get confident in what you want, start moving forward, making those changes, the universe will come and hand you this Ace of Wands, which is a new opportunity for passion, a new opportunity for excitement. It's a new opportunity to get something off the ground or to start a new project, a new journey, or just a new chapter in your life, okay? When we see reversals in a tarot reading, it can represent a challenge or obstacle. And so I think that challenge or obstacle right now is you just stepping into your Queen of Wands energy and fully embodying that. And then we have the Three of Cups. And the Three of Cups is all about spending time with friends, with family, or with people that make you truly feel happy. I think for a lot of you, Taurus, this Three of Cups is coming out and saying that your chosen family is the family that has probably been there for you more than maybe your blood relatives, right? Especially with this Healing Family Issues card. Spend time with your chosen family this week. Go out and grab a coffee. Go see some live music. Go to a carnival or a county fair. Go do something fun this week. Part of the Queen of Wands energy is knowing that doing fun things or doing things that make you feel excited, that make you feel happy, that make you feel confident, that is how you embody and embrace her energy. The moment you start to feel like that you have control, that you are the co-creator of your life, that's when you get to start really releasing or setting down burdens that were never meant for you to carry. That's when you start to gain the confidence and the inner strength to make those changes that need to be made with that sensitivity card as well. Let's go ahead and shuffle for the exact potential obstacle or challenge this week. I know that we've already gone through a lot of cards, but you had some bonus cards there. The challenge or obstacle this week is just making the decision to do it. You know, the Two of Swords in the upright is being at that crossroads. We have our swords of defense here, and this card comes out and says, okay, we're at a crossroads. We need to make a decision. Are we going this way, that way, or are we making a new path right ahead of us, okay? When I see this in the reversal, it's already happened. You've been in this crossroads for a little bit of time. The biggest obstacle or challenge for you this week, Taurus, is to just decide to do it. It might be difficult. Maybe you need to cut contact with a long-term friend or cut contact with a family member, but that's what's best for you, right? Just because you are, long-term friends with somebody or because you're related to somebody, it doesn't mean that you have to give them access to your energy. You can love somebody from afar. You can say respectfully, love you, but I also have to protect my peace and protect my own energy. And that's part of that sensitivity card as well, making those changes as you see fit, okay? But again, that Two of Swords in reversal just says the obstacle or challenge this week is just doing it, allowing yourself to make that decision. Yes, it's always easier said than done, so don't be afraid to rely or lean on your friends because you do have a support system and a support team available to you, even if it's your online support system or Ohana like our Siren Ohana here. Let's go ahead and see how to overcome the challenge or obstacle for the week. We have the High Priestess. Listen to your intuition, okay? That's how you're going to overcome the challenge or obstacle this week. Listen to your intuition. Your intuition is guiding you to maybe cut contact with certain people for a certain reason. Your intuition is telling you that there are certain things from your childhood that you're still carrying that you don't need to carry anymore. Some of you at the very beginning of this video, when I was talking about the Healing Family Issues and the sensitivity card and making changes, you were like, oh, Alicia, it sounds like this, or this. That's your intuition telling you like, hey, she's talking about this, or this. Listen to your intuition this week. The High Priestess is that card of your connection to your higher self, listening to that inner gut instinct, and just know that your inner wisdom truly is trying to guide you in the right direction. Your spirit team wants you to be successful. Like your universe wants to see you succeed, to be happy, to have loving relationships around you, to not have any toxicity in your life. So when you have these moments where your intuition is truly guiding you in a direction, try not to fight it. Allow yourself to just make those decisions and have faith that divine timing is at work in your life. Let's get any extra messages, our bonus messages for the week. We have the Ace of Pentacles, new opportunities coming in on the horizon. I love that. As you make these changes, as you start to kind of listen to your intuition, again, you're leaning on your friend circle, you're stepping into your Queen of Wands energy. Not only do you get new opportunities for, some fresh passion or some motivation to get a project started, but you're also getting some new opportunities to plant new seeds in your life that really lead into more stability, more success. The Pentacle suit is very grounded. So this is your energy here. You are earth energy. And so when you get handed an Ace of Pentacles, it's like, here is a guaranteed seed to bring you some sort of long-term stability in your life, some happiness, some success. It's really that sort of like generational energy of like you are going to be taken care of by these new opportunities. So I think the energy overall this week is really great. That overall theme is essentially telling you that yes, there probably are some things in your life here that we need to fully heal from, or just kind of make some changes and release, okay? This week is giving you the opportunity to see those things, to have a fresh sort of confidence about you, to be able to make those changes, to release those things, to say these are not my burdens to carry and I'm gonna drop them now. Spend a little bit of time with your friends or your chosen ohana. Know that you can lean on them for support. And in those moments where you're kind of not quite sure what it should be, listen to that gut instinct, listen to that inner wisdom, and know that the challenge for you this week is to just do it. So take that leap. Know that you are the creator of your reality, and you can really make some big changes this week for the long term that lead to not only success and stability, but a brand new, fresh, exciting outlook on the next chapter. Great messages across the board here for you, Taurus. If you are still watching this video and you haven't liked it yet, consider liking the video, consider subscribing to the channel. We love making new friends in our ohana, so join us. Like I mentioned earlier, if you would like to get a personal reading, you can always go to themagicsiren.com. Again, all that information is down in the description box below. With all that being said, I'm going to let you get back to your day. Thank you so much, and I will see you again next week. Aloha.